Hello everyone, in the previous video I showed how I prepared a site for a 40-foot shipping container on a hillside. I mentioned my concern about whether they could actually deliver to this tough spot. Well, I was right to worry. When the container arrived, the truck couldn't place it due to the road conditions, so they had to turn back. We had to pull out all the stops to finally get it done, and what followed was truly an epic delivery. Let's dive in and see how it all went down. So, all right, kind of excited. The container guy literally told me he can deliver it now, and I was not prepared for it. And now I'm looking forward to remove all these junks and put it in the container. But he told me I should cut like 4 pieces. 1 foot each, like 4 by 4. So I'm gonna cut it and get it ready. I would really like to paint it. And I also saw online, you're supposed to put like some sort of plastic under it. I don't have a plastic at this moment, but I have a lot of leftover aluminum pieces. I'll probably cut aluminum. I think it'll be better than plastic. But anyway, let me cut this 4 pieces out, then we'll go from there. I'm gonna also trim out like 4 pieces of aluminum. I don't even have time to pull it out. I'm just gonna cut it on the wall. Speaking of last minute prep, I'm also gonna paint them. Don't remember whatever this formula is. I think it is supposed to put half this, half that. Last one. So, last minute prep. I'm pounding the 4 corners compact a little bit. Since I leveled it up, I didn't do anything. This is just soft dirt. As I was doing the last minute prep, the truck arrived. But my excitement faded quickly after they determined that the rocky hill was too bad for the truck to deliver. They had to turn back. Luckily, they told me they would return the next day if I could improve the road condition. I jumped right into action to clear the brushes and then remove the boulders. By the evening, I thought the road was ready. He said he's going to come back tomorrow to deliver it again. Bright and early the next day, they came back. The driver, Chris, brought along a young man named Robbie. At first, I thought Robbie was just another helper. But as you will soon see, Robbie is no ordinary helper, and Chris is no ordinary driver. They brought in a futuristic container moving system with remote control that I might not fully do justice with my explanation. As you can see, they use 2 jacks to lift the container in the middle, then the rear wheel assembly is detached via the remote, moving like an RC car. After that, they swapped in 2 rear swivel casters. This clever setup is the secret that allows them to deliver a container virtually anywhere. Chris uses the remote control to tilt and adjust the container, while he and Robbie work seamlessly together to slot the swivel casters into place. Chris is the inventor of this patented DOT certified system, and Robbie is the fabricator who built it. But even with this Star Wars-like technology, you will see it still requires tremendous skill and Herculean effort to move a massive 40-foot container over a rocky terrain and through sharp 90-degree turns. The first attempt to get down the hill was quickly stalled when the 40-foot container became high-centered on the rocky slope. We had to pull back and try again. The space was so tight, every inch counts. So we ended up removing some fence posts.
Yeah, stay better now. I need a big muscle.
And I also trimmed back more brush. Now it's time for the second attempt.
Way better. There you go.
It looked like the second attempt would almost work, but this container wasn't going down without a fight. Once again, it became wedged between rocks and brush, so we had to bring out the big guns. I used the excavator to clear the brush and the rocks, widening the path. Talk about building the road as you go. As the saying goes, the third time is the charm. We finally made it down the hill, but I knew the real challenge was still ahead, making a 90-degree turn to back the container onto the spot I prepared earlier. When the back wheels reached the site, they got stuck in the soft dirt, causing the container to lean heavily on the brush. That's when I heard Chris mumbling about leaving the container on the hill slope, which nearly gave me a heart attack. Given the struggles we were facing, I knew I wouldn't be able to move the container into place on my own. Luckily, Chris and Robbie are true pros and I kept going. I doubled down on my effort, doing whatever it took. When they suggested using some 2x6 to support the wheels, I brought in a couple of 8-foot 2x10s. Eventually, I even brought out a full 4x8 sheet. After the final push, the container was finally slotted onto the site. Now it's time to put down the footrests. Contrary to popular belief, you only need to support the container at the four corners, as that's how they are shipped across oceans. The purpose of elevating the container is to allow airflow under the base, which helps to prevent water buildup and rust. Here we laid down an aluminum sheet as a moisture barrier, since I don't have a heavy-duty plastic board, followed by a 3/4 plywood to increase the surface area of the footrest, and finally placed the 4x4 lumber pieces. From doubting whether the container could even be delivered to now seeing Chris and Robbie patiently adjusting it within inches of the exact spot I wanted, I'm honestly speechless. Thank you guys.
So we got the remote control. Hey,
Robbie puts it in a jig and welds it all.
this whole truck bed, Robbie.
Comes as a truck
You're the
and
man.
chassis and we build it all.
Cool.
He builds the trailer.
Yep. Cool. So Chris, you invented this system. How about this? The whole thing.
Everything from the cab back. Everything.
And Robbie, did you see you build the?
Yep.
You built all of this? I need to stop by one of these days to learn from you. So this is you guys built this.
Yep. All custom built.
You made it.
Yep.
You're the man. So,
I am.
how long took you guys to like make this
To build it?
to build it and make it functional, to get it really to work? I figured there's a lot of trial and error.
Probably just spent 8 years.
But now it's
perfect.
it's totally, I can tell it's totally dialed in. 'Cause
I own the technology, the patents in my
Uh-huh.
name. I own it. Then we made it DOT legal to use in the U.S. So this.
oh, you guys are selling this?
We were, but we're going to keep it for us. So it's DOT legal anywhere in the country.
Oh, okay. This is a cool system.
Just like a Star Wars.
Just say the whole thing. So 4 ways, you said.
4 ways to legally transport a container. There's one way to transport
So to move a loaded container, you have to have all 4 corner castings on a trailer, and they have to be properly chained down and all that. Then there's your gooseneck trailers for unloaded.
Okay.
And this system here is one of a kind. No one else can build it, fully patented and all that. But yep, and next we can move in everything around like you saw.
Yeah, cool.
I want to give a huge thanks to Chris and Robbie for this epic delivery experience. I'm definitely a happy customer of ConLogix. By now, you might be wondering why I bought an old, rusty used container. The simple reason is the price. I only plan to store tools, building materials, and clear out some junk from the garage. No food or anything like that. This 40-foot high cube container costs $3,500 delivered, while a new one would have easily added another 2 or 3 grand, if not more. As you might have guessed, my next project will be cleaning and painting the container. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.